nothing that happened against the Denver Broncos would make me think, uh-oh, Josh Dobbs came back to earth and he's no longer going to be able to win any games for them.
We've now seen Josh Dobbs for 3 games where he's passed for at least 1 touchdown and rushed for at least another touchdown in each of those games. We also saw on Sunday night a bit of that superhero shine from the first 2 games come off a little bit. It was a little bit of a rougher around the edges at points against the Broncos. So where do we stand on the future of Josh Dobbs and the Minnesota Vikings? Is he a guy the Vikings should look at for the long term? Is he a short-term bridge and they draft a first-round quarterback this coming April? Or are we still up for debate because it's only been 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very much still up for debate where this is going to go into the future, but nothing that happened against the Denver Broncos would make me think, uh-oh, Josh Dobbs came back to earth and he's no longer going to be able to win any games for them. And there's no discussion whatsoever about him being a bridge quarterback. I thought actually that he had a very good game against the Denver Broncos, and they fumbled away their opportunity to put away the game and then also failed a couple times close in the red zone. Denver also played a much better defensive game than they were playing early in the season. What we saw too is that sometimes Josh Dobbs can create his own pressure by holding onto the ball too long, by trying a little too hard to create something where maybe the ball should just be thrown out of bounds. And also that if you pressure him, as the Broncos did, there is more of a likelihood of turnovers than, say, when Kirk Cousins was playing quarterback. But there's also that element that you mentioned, that dynamic, that playmaking element, the fact that everybody could be covered and he could still run for a touchdown or scramble and make a play off of that. Those are things he's doing at a very high level. And there's no reason, based on his athleticism or how he's played in the past, to think that he can't keep doing that. And with, at some point, Justin Jefferson returning, that's where you probably want to make the decision of what is this going to look like with a full offense? Because so far it's been pretty good. They've put up a lot of points. They put up nearly 400 yards with him playing quarterback the other night against Denver. So if you're able to put up consistent offensive performances the way they have, then he needs to be in consideration to be a quarterback in the future. But it seems like we're a little ways away from that decision. Can they make the playoffs? Like, that should be the first step to Josh Dobbs. And then they'll decide later, do they want to keep him? Do they want to draft quarterback? Do they want to bring back Kirk Cousins? I just don't think that we're quite there yet, but nothing I saw in Denver made me say, oh, this is over. The magic carpet ride is done. I still believe that they're a strong enough team around him and situation around him to make the postseason.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra for Bring Me the Sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next time.